Well, hello and welcome to the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja. And right over there, she is the beautiful and talented Miss Savanna.
Hello.
Who's
good evening.
Possibly partially asleep.
Hey, just because I'm in my pajamas doesn't mean I'm asleep. I'm just ready to go to sleep.
Right.
It is 8:30 p.m., okay? It is pitch black outside.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on that. Even further over there. What's that?
It says it's not a sleep, it's all the sleep.
All the sleep. And even further over there, as he gets all the sleep, it's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
Oh man, 4-day weekend. Woo. Wait, do you get a 4-day weekend, Josh?
Mine's like 6 days. It's tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
Someone's fancy.
I got lots of PTO.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody's got some PTO.
And I am not afraid to use it.
Good. You should.
You know, she's running to Denver to come see me. And she has McMahon's golden egg under her arm.
I do.
That's a
golden egg.
It's a total inside reference to wrestling fans. How's everybody doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just okay. I'm gonna just apologize to everybody. There's a shitty internet connection thing happening tonight, so there's a lot of popping happening. So sorry, can't do anything about it. Francis' picture keeps changing from small to large all by itself.
Is it really? I love it.
I have no idea what we do to this internet that just makes things work on themselves and by themselves. I don't get it.
Yeah, what's your roommate streaming over there?
No idea.
Red notice.
Right. So you're not coming to see me, Savanna? I thought this trip was to see me and then also your sister and brother-in-law. I guess not.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. No,
I have a long-standing tradition of going to Denver for Thanksgiving to see my sister, and I will usually try to fit in a visit or two with Joshua.
Yes, we go for a nice long walk with the hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or sit on the patio and chat for hours, or sit inside a house and discover I can't eat anything that's inside that house. It's a lot of fun.
Well,
I did. My sister invited Josh to Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
that's sweet.
Turned us down.
I only turned you down only because my family is getting
I was
together.
just like, if you don't have plans, my sister would like you to know that you are welcome. So
that's awesome. And I was even
didn't
assured.
even ask. It was her idea.
I was even assured there would be Josh safe food.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like a salad, but you know.
Right.
Welcome to my hell.
I was gonna say, I love that you guys both have like your own set of foods that you get.
Oh, right.
It's just like, oh man.
Or I tempt fate and just eat a Snickers sitting right next to a girl that's allergic to peanuts. You know.
Yeah.
It's the kind of wild. It's the kind of wild people we are, Francis.
I know.
Wild and crazy guys.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving. What do you do on Thanksgiving? Nothing.
Well,
you
I know my
Francis,
sister's like, what should we do? Should we do this? We can go up to Estes Park. We can do that. We can go on a hike and go to Rocky Mountain National Park and this. And I was like, or we could do nothing. I don't really, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's vacation.
Yeah, like I will probably watch a couple movies over the weekend.
Yeah.
Well, Francis,
usually Mystery Science Theater 3000 has their marathon. Like it's always a Thanksgiving marathon. Like the new seasons both dropped Thanksgiving. I think they're still working on their newest, but it's gone to its own platform.
Isn't this weekend also Twilight Zone, or is that Christmassy more than it is Thanksgiving? I know they do a marathon for
I think it's
Twilight
Christmas
Zone as
Eve.
well. Is it Christmas?
I believe. Now, I could be mistaken, Francis. Do you not go to the Vegas for Thanksgiving? Typically?
No. Well, no. Lately they've been coming down to California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So and the sister as well?
Yeah.
No, so the whole family gets
big
together. That's pretty awesome.
Family gets together.
Do you live close to your parents?
Me?
Yeah.
They live in Las Vegas. I live in
Oh,
California.
okay.
They live
So
at this
who-
address.
No, I just meant like, are they in California? Like,
No. They're in Nevada or Nevada
Nevada.
or whatever you want to call it.
Is that where you grew up?
No. I grew up in California. They used to live. Yeah. California is. I'm a born and raised first generation Californian. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. I mean, it's weird because we don't do Thanksgiving normally. Like Thanksgiving means nothing to us because we're immigrants, right?
Right.
Like, what do we care about Thanksgiving? It's just time off. It's like 2 days off in like the middle of or the end of November. It's like, yay. So for us, it's like, okay, what do we do? And we've never had traditional food.
Sure.
When my grandmother was still around, we would just have like a gigantic roast pig for Thanksgiving. Not
Nice.
turkey or ham. It was just like gigantic roast.
I mean,
pig
it
and,
was.
like all this other.
I mean, you kind of had ham. It just wasn't,
Oh yeah, that's true.
ham.
Oh, that's a good point.
But it wasn't like fucking glazed and like overly
Yeah, cured and
salted,
shit.
cured, and like
Right.
we eat like just a piece of it, and you're like, ugh.
No, it's just a body in the middle of the table of a pig. Ah, the good old days.
The apple in the mouth.
Yeah. I think that's just typical. I think that's just
Is
how
that
they
just
go.
for aesthetic reasons? Like, it's not even like a thing. Like, does it do anything? It's just literally
I mean,
Like,
to make it
I don't
less
even
real that you're eating a once live animal.
I don't even think apples are aromatics. So
Well, yeah,
I think
because-
it's aesthetic.
It is. Oh, totally. Because I think it's one of the few animals that you can eat in its entirety and it'll fit on a table. You can't just put a cow there. Like, enjoy.
It's a side of beef.
So-
Just
So you just have and chickens. Well, that just freaks you out if they still have like their head attached, and you're just sitting there at the table, just fully cooked. for a
Freaks out when
turkey.
a pig has a head attached.
For some reason, it doesn't freak us out. Just like, oh,
Hmm.
you just eat it, eat the ears, whatever.
What?
Yeah, you eat the ears
yeah, pig ears.
and the hooves. You eat
Hooves,
the feet,
yeah.
the feet, and you eat the ears, and
I've had pig's feet
The
before.
snout? Ugh.
the snout. Yeah, sure. Yeah. When you get down to it, that's the last stuff you eat. Yeah.
I mean, that's a hot dog, isn't it?
Apparently, a hot dog is like everything.
Right.
It's
Hot
like if
dogs is everything left over from lips to assholes. That's what my dad always said. He worked in packing houses, so he knows.
Yummy. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yep. Eat a hot dog.
Well, I mean, then you get some people that like bust out like that deli turkey. That's like a processed hunk of turkey meat that's it's like shaped like a breast, but it's just a big processed chunk of meat.
Oh.
I've seen it. I've seen
I
it.
Or a
never liked-
turducken.
I never liked turkey. That was never a thing that I liked. I don't know.
I don't
Just-
either.
I
The only
enjoy it,
thing
but it
with,
has to
like,
be.
like out of like traditional Thanksgiving food, I think I just really only like all the carbs. So like the stuffing, the
Mm.
mashed potatoes,
The cornbread.
biscuits.
Yeah. Oh, biscuits. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, all vegan versions now, but I mean,
Sure.
it's still just sodium and carbohydrates and just.
Well, I mean,
Is
it's the beginning of the holiday season. It's when you're supposed
Oh,
to
I-
fatten yourself up, is it
Sure
not?
about that.
I know,
is it-
but
is
I'm just saying, like traditionally, isn't that like I
We don't
know.
have brown fat cells, like we can't hibernate. That's what separates us from the bears.
Challenge
Is
accepted.
brown fat cells.
Oh well,
Challenge accepted.
you just
I
haven't
got
had
you.
enough gravy on
No.
all of your stuffing and mashed potatoes.
When I drown myself in tryptophan, I guarantee you I'll sleep during the winter. I'll take a nice long nap. Isn't mashed potatoes already vegan, by the way?
Yeah, a lot of people put milk in it and butter. But
You just don't So mashed potatoes really isn't just mashed potatoes.
it is, but like to make it creamy, you know how you see, yeah. So
Okay.
like growing up at my mom's side of the family, we had smashed potatoes, where it was more just the mashed and not the whipped, you know, like the. So I kind of like that better because it's, you know.
Yeah. Well, if it were whipped, then it'd be kinky. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Points.
Anyway.
Points.
What is your favorite food from traditional Thanksgiving?
Oh, I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say,
you participated in at least one.
No, I did. I had a white girlfriend for 7 years, so I've had traditional Thanksgiving.
And wife, right?
And wife, yes, and wife for like a little bit, for a very brief time. So I had very traditional Thanksgivings and very traditional Christmases, which I've never known. It was very interesting.
Hey, Anthony.
But yes. Hey. So I've had, you know, so I guess for me it would have to be, oh my goodness. Well, it was my introduction to cornbread, that's for sure. And I just love cornbread now as a result. Yeah, I think cornbread would have to be my favorite.
I mean, cornbread is good. Like,
yeah.
I'm like you, Savanna. I really like all the carbs and the gravy. Turkey's you know, it's fine. You know.
We switched to like mushroom gravy, you know, for obvious reasons, and that's pretty good. So.
Sure.
Just get all psychedelic and everything.
Yeah.
That's that's how you make Thanksgiving a little bit more interesting. You put one mushroom.
You know, it's my sister's house, so it's, you know, we're all.
you make your coffee in the morning. You grind your own beans, and you just throw one small mushroom in with all of that. And you grind it all up.
Look,
you just microdose Thanksgiving.
Is agreeing. It's nodding.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's literally precariously just like placed on top of my monitor, and so like anytime I move, it just like
nods in agreement.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, so yours is turkey and or no, yours is mashed potatoes and gravy, or yours is all the. Again, all the carbs.
Yeah, I could sit there and just eat green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, and stuffing, and just put all.
Try green bean casserole.
What?
Oh, I never had green bean casserole.
It's cream of mushroom, green beans, and like those French's onions, like those crispy, freeze-dried onions.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And
it's fucking disgusting. I don't understand it.
What are little greeny ball cabbages called again?
Brussels
sprouts. First time I had Brussels sprouts.
Oh really? How did you like them?
Terrible.
Yeah, they're not very good.
I don't understand why.
They're decent when they're like when they're roasted. I think is when I can do it.
Anthony here has a true story. When I was 2 weeks old, my brother pulled me out of my crib and pulled me into the living room, all because he wanted to see the Charlie Brown. All because he wanted me to see the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special.
Can I make a confession? I haven't seen any of the Charlie Brown anythings.
I mean,
they're like weirdly religious and like it's whatever.
I mean, they're like what 70 years old now.
It's one thing to learn the dances, and that's about it. Just
and know who the
to have in your pocket, and then, you know, if you're like me and my siblings, anytime you guys are all at weddings together, you all pick one dance and just stick to it.
I did the one where he just moved
Swiss cheese, Ginger, you crazy.
I usually eat from the side that doesn't have the Swiss cheese on it because, you know, the lactose.
Do you put it in, like, is it mixed in with the cream of mushroom, or is it like on top? Like, I need to know. Yeah, you know.
I would say you should come over for dinner, but you wouldn't be able to eat anything.
No, I wouldn't. I'd walk in and be like, "This is nice."
Look at this nice
just-
family.
Just take pictures for her. Take pictures.
Yes.
Of all
Well,
of her.
I'm gonna wait for Ginger to respond. I need to know where the Swiss cheese is. If it's mixed in with the cream of mushroom, or if it replaces the cream of mushroom and it's just that much cheese.
No mushrooms, she says.
No
What?
mushrooms. Oh, wow.
That's a lot of cheese.
Mm.
It's probably not okay. So the consistency is probably different then.
Yeah.
Well, again, I that's where I discovered casseroles. I'm like, oh, casseroles are a thing.
I'm in the Midwest. You know that the Minneapolis airport literally used to have outside security literally had a restaurant called Hot Dish. And it was just like 15 different kinds of hot dish, which is Midwest speak for casserole.
It's funny, Savanna, that one of the guys at work, he went home for his birthday, which was in Wisconsin.
Yep.
And I said, "Are you excited to get home and have some hot dish?" And he just looked at me and he goes, "How do you know about that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I have sources."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot dish.
Hot dish. Anthony goes on to say he turned me upside down and I was crying. So every year that was a running family joke.
So
now every year
so
they
Anthony, does
put
he
it upside
still lift you up and like hold you upside down?
That would be awesome.
That'd be amazing. I hope so. I hope that's the case.
I hope that is the case. Just two grown ass adults, just,
Yeah.
one fighting that
Well-
doesn't want to be turned upside down, and the other one is like, "Nope, you're getting flipped."
you see it all the time where like siblings will take pictures of themselves as children and then what they look like as
Recreate.
adults doing the exact same
Yeah.
thing they
Oh,
did as
sure.
children.
I think my two brothers and I should recreate a picture that we took. We took two different pictures. One was it was a birthday for myself, I believe, and and Adam, my middle brother, has the cake knife like to my throat. And then we took a picture when my little brother was a baby, and he just wasn't sitting still. So I think the picture is like me with my hand around the back of his neck, like, just, fucking sit still.
Like all we wanted to do. Wow, you guys are very murderous as a family.
Well, I mean, that's what
No,
brothers.
it's all
That's what brothers
boys,
do.
yeah. That's what brothers do. I mean, well, girls are no better. Like, we will try to murder each other. Like, you guys are just fucking around, but like girls will try to murder each other.
Okay, well there you
Green
go.
beans, Swiss cheese, sour cream, milk, onion, salt. Okay, so
Oh, it still has the consistency.
it's still, God, that's just,
It's just minus the mushrooms,
How-
really.
and a couple other things. Josh, no wonder you don't eat this. Like, I'm sick reading the ingredients. Like,
Oh, it's like one of my favorite things, but I suffer. There's some things,
Ugh.
in my life, Savannah, that I will just look at and be like, you know what? I'm taking 2 lactose pills and I'm going for it.
I can't. That's how I am every Halloween when they unveil those like Reese's like 5-pound fucking peanut butter cups. And I'm
at
like,
the 7-Eleven.
and I'm like, my EpiPen's gonna expire soon, and it would be such a waste of this $200 that I spent on this damn thing. It's just see
Wait,
what
do you really
happens.
do expire? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
every year.
Get this. There's Protect Kayfabe. I know somebody that's a vet that gets EpiPens for $5.
Oh, wow.
And I told him, I'm going to give you $20. And you just, you don't let the people know that you're getting these from. I'm skirting this one big time. But yeah, I would definitely enjoy some $5 EpiPens because.
Right. I have good insurance. I have a high deductible, but my HSA is like 50% funded by my work. So the sooner I hit that deductible, the better. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It just sucks because like I have like, I mean, yeah, it would put me into diabetic coma too. But But like, it just sucks because you're like, cool, this is brand new and I've never used it and it's $200 and now I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage, I guess. Like, I literally have like 15 of these things.
Wow, that's insane. That they just, it's like, well, I guess I better put myself into like the most dire of situations for
Right.
Well, right. And there was a point where I was like switching jobs and it was like my thing expired and that was when EpiPens, like the price just shot up and they were like $400 and I was just like, and they didn't have a generic at the time. And so it was like, I was just fucked. And I was like, I was talking to my doctor and I was like, so he's like, well, it's not like they go bad. They just get less effective. And it's kind of just one of those like, how badly do you want to gamble? You know?
Yeah, no, totally.
It's a year old. This is 50%. This is going to work.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Take my probability dice and doing it.
Yeah. Nat 20. I'm alive. Wow. All right. There you go. These are the wholesome Thanksgiving stories we want to tell you guys today.
Well, yeah.
Did I ever tell you how my sister, the first Thanksgiving I went there, and I'm always like, we don't have to do Thanksgiving. Like, you don't have to make anything special. And she's like, no, I like to cook. Like, this is a good challenge. I like it. And so she made me, just like a tiny little pan of mashed potatoes for me. And she used soy milk. And I was like, did you get vanilla soy milk? She's like, oh, no. It was mashed potatoes and just a little bit of vanilla. And, you put enough gravy and salt in it, and but it's still just there a little bit. I ate all of them, though.
You were a trooper.
Yeah, you fought through that.
Real trooper.
Need them carbs,
Of course. Oh, my. Yeah. Well, then there was, of course, after you eat and everything, we used to, at least, go out at midnight to stores. Or Black Friday.
That's funny because that was right underneath the Thanksgiving thing I have on here. Is if anybody.
I have your list.
Oh, yeah. Did you check it twice?
I did.
Too soon.
Are either of you? Well, I guess it's more Francis, I guess, since I don't know. Are either of you going Black Friday shopping?
We already discussed where I'm going Black Friday shopping, and that's dispensaries.
Yes.
No. I mean, online maybe, but I don't see a reason to go out shopping anymore. No. I don't really see a reason to go into the crowds. I did that a couple years ago where my sister and I went to the crowds in the malls, and they're like lines out the door. I'm like, why are we doing this again? Oh, right, for deals. Oh, yeah.
Like, what's bonkers is, like, they do that here, but of course it's, like, 5 degrees, So people are outside basically as soon as Thanksgiving is done in line. Like, I remember Best Buy, like, there'd be people lined up, like, the Monday before Thanksgiving. In tents and just, and it was just nuts. And it's like, what even is a good enough deal in there that you need this? And like, it's like, they're not even that good a shit.
That's
like,
the thing. My
dad and I went at like 6 a.m. one time to Best Buy. We were in Minneapolis, and it was just because he wanted a new like stereo receiver. And so we went, and of course, like, we were the only people who wanted one. Everybody else was getting TVs and DVD, VCR, combos and stuff like that. But like, so.
Well, it's funny that Anthony puts up here that he got his 50-inch 4K on the way to his house. Is that sometimes some of those Black Friday deals on those gigantic TVs are shit TVs.
Yeah.
Like it's a magnet box and like a Sony.
It's a Sanyo.
Yeah. Or like the Vizio, like the, like
do not say like anything bad about Vizio.
Vizio is a decent brand. It is. It really is. Like it's just,
What's funny is a lot of these brands, these no-name weird brands that we hear are like sub-brands of like bigger things.
I believe Vizio is like a way down sub of Sony.
Yeah, it is. Sony makes Vizios, yeah.
But it's like a Best Buy brand. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, Best Buy. Best Buy has their own brand.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of these
you
places-
find
Or
Vizio.
they're
Vizio you
Insignia.
find everywhere. but
Insignia. They're
Yeah,
Insignia.
Vizio
Insignia,
is that
yeah.
is that Walmart? No.
Walmart, I believe.
Okay.
No, Walmart is. Oh, maybe. I thought
But
Walmart was like.
but
the
I mean,
T-
like, yes, you can
TCL.
find
TCL. Yeah.
TCL is a Korean company.
Oh. Well,
But-
either way, it's a
But
spider
they're
web.
but
It's
the,
like,
they're
that's why we're
they're
online.
that's what I was gonna say though, is that sometimes you can find really awesome deals, and TCL has become that TV company that has those amazing deals where you can get the gigantic TV that's great shape. The speakers suck on the TV like they do for all flat screens,
Right.
and
who
it comes
listens to the-
packed with you know the Google TV or the Apple TV or
Nobody
What-
listens to the TV speakers. They have like their little bar.
Vizio is
sound bar.
Walmart. Okay.
Oh,
Did I can't remember. I told you guys the story about my fucking sound bar, didn't I?
I
what did it
believe.
start speaking to you in the middle of the night?
No. I bought it was Amazon. It was Prime Day. And I got a deal
yeah.
on a sound bar. It was like
Mhm.
$40. Like it's not even like decent, but like my TV wasn't compatible. So instead of just returning the $40 sound bar, I got a whole new fucking TV. It's just so stupid.
I
Like,
do
as soon
remember
as
this.
and then I had to like get a mount because it was too big for, and it was a whole ordeal for a $40 fucking off-brand like sound bar. Like I'm the dumbest human in existence.
One of my good friends, he in the 20-ish years I've known him, has had more TVs than Best Buy puts on display.
Jesus.
Because
Sure.
he buys a TV, and then he goes to Walmart or Best Buy, wherever he bought it from. He goes back there a month or two later just to go look and peruse, and he'll find something that's a better deal, it's cheaper or something, and he'll be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And he'll go to the people, and he'll finagle his way into returning the TV that he's used for 3 months or whatever, and get a better TV that's cheaper, and somehow he gets money in his pocket. And then another couple months go by, and he goes and returns that TV and gets another TV. I'm telling you, this guy has owned 10 or 15 TVs in the 20 years that I've known him.
I had a 32-inch that I bought 11 years ago with my egg donor money. Like I saved up, like that's what I was, it was like, that's what I bought with it. And so I had that up until about 3 years ago when my dad was downsizing to move to the lake, and they gave me their 40-inch, and that's the one that I had up until just this summer when I got that fucking 52-inch, like, which I'm sure in like, everyone else is like, oh, that's tiny, but like my house is tiny, guys. Like this TV just takes up my entire fucking living room.
Well, and that is the funny, before it goes away, wishes for when you want to gamble and shop at the same time. Perfect tagline for Wish. What I was going to say, though, is that, when we were all younger or when we were kids, having even a 20-inch TV, 25-inch TV, that was a big fucking thing. The 25 or the 32-inch TV would be like the family room TV or the whatever the TV room that the family would watch. Growing up, I think I had like a 19-inch TV, and I was happy as shit about that. As soon as flat panel TVs became a thing, whenever that was, let's just say 20-ish years ago, TVs became fucking huge. Everybody has a huge, I've lived in a lot of apartments since all these things come out, and you walk by people's apartments, they got the windows open and the TV's mounted, and it is like Savanna's talking about, the whole fucking wall.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's at the same time, I guess, that's just the advent of technology and the living in the future.
It's wild. It just, although
go from having a console TV, Francis, that took up the entire wall,
the entire wall, the back,
because it had a record player and speakers
cloth.
in it.
Yeah,
you know, it had a fucking vibrator in it as well. And then now, it took. I just had to throw it. I had to get a reaction. And now it's like, hey, we don't need all that stuff. We could put it on the wall. We can't put this whole console on the wall. It'll rip the wall down.
Well, and then since I got a new TV, then my fucking low to the ground like TV stand now looks weird, and now so then I had to get a new media console. I should say though, it's really nice, and I have every single game system on display now. So
yeah, one day when I grow up, I am going to wall mount my consoles.
This is pretty close, but
because
they're all hooked up.
I think it would look cool.
Literally just
I just think the wiring on the wall would look really awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's wires.
Shut up, Francis.
It doesn't look good, but yeah.
I'm not much into decorating, man. If I come up with an idea, it's.
Are you kidding? Like I am. My entire living room is like a 10-year-old boy's like wet dream. It's like all Star Wars. Like I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. And this one abstract art piece behind me, and that's it. Oh, then the opposite wall is literally a motivational poster of a woman rollerblading. Nobody should trust me to decorate anything.
I mean, I want to see the living room as well, but
you have seen it.
I have.
I'll give you
but
a
like,
tour.
in all the places that I've lived, I've hung like the same 4 or 5 pictures in each of those places because those are the ones that I have frames for. And I always end up putting them like all together because I'm like, well, there's all the art I own right now that's in frame. All right, cool. That's my decorating. Because you live in an apartment, what's the point of putting things up? You're just going to tear it down in a year. Revisiting 8-bit Nintendo, I plan on beating Gauntlet sometime. That is a challenge right there because I can remember spending $5 at a time at the arcade, the Gauntlet arcade, and still not getting very far.
I tell you guys I bought Tony Hawk for Switch.
Did you?
What is it? You and Tony Hawk? Wasn't that also the game that you wanted to get for the PlayStation? What was the game that you wanted for PlayStation? Was it Tony Hawk?
No, that was Twisted Metal Black.
Oh, Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
That was my my spring, like that's what my obsession. I was like, I need a PlayStation 2 for the sole purpose of playing Twisted Metal Black.
I think we should just get you a Raspberry Pi.
No.
Oh, stop.
Nope. I don't want that. I don't want any of that.
No emulators.
No emulators.
Okay.
That's why I have for the last like 10 years I've been playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on an original PlayStation. But
they remade that too. They remade it for current consoles. They have the new Tony Hawk.
No, I know. I know that. I know they've
Because she has it for the Switch.
It's not 2 is the thing.
Oh, it's only the first one? Oh.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is the best, and it has the best soundtrack. And I know how to complete every level. But no, I downloaded it for the Switch, so now I can play it when I'm flying on an airplane tomorrow.
In an airplane.
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, God.
What did you say?
I said in the airplane.
No, I'll be on top.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Speaking about being on top, weird transition. Savannah.
Oh.
Yes, Josh.
You went to a wrestling event last week.
What?
People come out on top in wrestling.
I went to an AEW. Rampage?
Rampage,
right? Yeah, I went AEW Rampage. They were in Minneapolis for 2 days. Friday night was Rampage and After Dark taping. And then Saturday was the pay-per-view. What was the name of that one?
Full Gear.
Full Gear. And we only got tickets for the Friday night. I found some tickets on StubHub, like pretty much like ringside, and I was like, I will drop $800 right now. Oh my God. I will drop $800 right now. You don't even have to pay me back. I don't even give a shit. I just want to go to this pay-per-view. And they're all like, oh, we're introverts and we just want to go home. And I'm like, I love you guys, but... And I was the one who drove everyone, so...
Wow. Fuck, should have called me. I would have flown out. I've got credit with Southwest that they refused to give me a refund for. So I have to.
There wouldn't be an airline. Yeah.
So we watched it. We had a pay-per-view sleepover instead at Stacy's.
Oh,
so
nice.
It was good. I gave them all edibles, and like none of them really take them. And I was like, you might want to just start with half. And they had all already like eaten it. And I'm like, well, it's going to be a fun night.
Put your seatbelt on and sit back.
And I would like say something, and somebody would answer like 2 minutes later. Like, Jesus Christ, you guys.
Oh my God, you gave them edibles? Sorry.
Was The Rock there since it was Rampage? No, Anthony, the Rock is more associated with WWE. There's another wrestling organization out there called All Elite Wrestling, or AEW, and they were the ones putting on a pay-per-view. Yeah. They have no association with The Rock, although there is a lot of ex-WWE people that are in AEW.
I can't imagine why, with Vince letting some like 10 people go a week.
Yeah. I mean, the WWE has released 70 wrestlers this year. 70.
Bonkers.
That is insane. And I mean, some of those people were just called up to the main roster. Some of those people they didn't do anything with. They just put them under a contract just so AEW wouldn't pick them up. Is kind of ridiculous. But was it a good... I mean, I watched it. I know it was a good time. But what did you think of the AEW presentation over a WWE presentation?
It was good. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I would say they're similar. I think that the excitement was a little bit higher because it's still new and it's, everyone's super hyped about it. Plus, Tony, right?
Tony Khan.
Yeah. He came out before and after. And was just like, yeah. So. And
he, I mean, if anything, he's really good at hyping up the crowd.
Right. Yeah.
He's
and he's just like this super down to earth dude. I mean, he's a millionaire, obviously, but he's just like
as down to earth.
He's like
as
a
nerd,
He's just like, hey guys, this is our first time in Minneapolis, and we're super fucking excited, and just like, yeah. So
the Tony Khan's story bringing AEW to the forefront is actually kind of cool. Where what's his dad's name? Shao Kahn? No, that's not it. It's a S sounding word though. But Papa Khan, Shao Kahn went to Tony and said, look, I'm going to die eventually. We all know this. And I'm going to give you and your siblings an inheritance. And instead of waiting until I'm dead and I don't get to see what you do with it, I'm going to give it to you now, and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. And Tony looked at Shao Kahn and said, I'm going to start a wrestling organization. And Shao Kahn went, you're pathetic. And it's a horrible idea. And now, I don't think he's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Because AEW is pretty damn successful, brought in a lot of money, and is, I mean,
everyone's really excited about it. And I think the wrestlers really like being a part of it. Like, a lot can't wait to get out of their contract with WWE because they're, like AEW is actually like giving them like creative control and, letting them play out what storylines they want to do and stuff like that, which is pretty nice. So
one wrestler, Savanna and Francis, that may want to get out of their WWE contract as of last night. Yeah. Actually, I'm making this up. I don't actually think this actually I think the guy
He's
that
the
I'm about to
golden
talk
boy.
to is a fucking WWE lifer, but the wrestler Seth Rollins last night on live television was speared and tackled by a quote-unquote fan that jumped the barricade and blindsided him, tackled him from the blind side. Seth Rollins came out of it with a bloody lip, flipping the guy off, calling and said, "You want to blindside me, motherfucker?" And then called him a bitch. There's some other words said, but the camera wasn't, in the right position to hear. Or the microphone wasn't in the right position to hear.
Right, and they were bleeping stuff out.
They were bleeping stuff out, but if you get on Twitter, you could find all kinds of awesome video of it. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it for being a wrestling fan for as long as I have, and even in the short break that I had, or long break I had, there hasn't been a wrestler that has had so much heat or fan heat that they've wanted to jump a barricade and stab somebody or punch somebody.
Right.
Back in the day, like in the 70s, the 60s and 70s, they put up a clothesline, just a piece of rope that separated you from the wrestlers.
Right.
And there were people that wanted to do things that would go right up to the rope, but they never crossed the rope.
Yeah.
And it's just this year, just in the two promotions in WWE and AEW, there's been two interactions where fans have jumped the barricade and tried to get into the ring. So I don't understand why anybody would think they would do that. Like, that's like jumping up on the stage with a comedian. Like,
or anything, yeah.
Or you're at a play and somebody jumps up onto the stage.
It's wild.
Yeah.
On and out onto a football field or something like that. Also, I'm just looking at our chat, and I just want to say, Guapo, you and I are Instagram friends, and I'm pretty sure my living room is on my Instagram. So everyone else, you can fuck off because it's private. So
I didn't even see Guapo sneak in there. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, what else do I have on my list here? We did Black Friday. Francis. Mm-hmm. Francis went and saw Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Tell us about your purchase.
So AMC was like, "I'm sorry, guys, we ran out of the Ecto One popcorn buckets, but we're getting a new stash in like this time and day." And when I went on, there was a waiting line. There was a waiting list. I had to wait like half an hour before I could even buy this freaking popcorn bucket. So apparently people want this bucket. Like, people really want this popcorn bucket. It's apparently amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys like Ghostbusters. It's weird because there's Ghostbusters this week, and then this weekend is Resident Evil. It's like Halloween all over
Wait,
again.
there's another Resident Evil movie?
Yeah, it's the pre-story. Like, it's the setting up to how everything went so wrong.
Okay.
It's the first two games. It's actually So it's the first two games in movie form. Yeah. So
I mean, didn't they not do that in the first Resident Evil movie?
No, because the first one was Alice, and she was the genetically enhanced Mila Jovovich, and she fought dogs and flipped and ran up walls and stuff. So that was kind of her like big deal. And she was very athletic. There's no Mila in this one anymore. It's Welcome to Raccoon City, so it's all the Raccoon City stuff. Anyway, yeah, Ghostbusters. If you like nostalgia, if you like 80s music, because they have a lot of 80s, it feels like an 80s movie in the music. But if you like a kind of like a weird, I don't know, it was really good. It's just a weird acknowledgement of like, hey, sorry guys, we're just a continuation of Ghostbusters 2. Yeah. So it's interesting, but it was really cool. I like the kid actors actually can act. That was nice. Like, they're actually pretty good.
The one thing that I saw on the commercials was like the little tiny Stay Puffs.
Yeah.
And I was just afraid that they were gonna they were
Jar Jar it up.
They were gonna Grogu. They were gonna Grogu the Stay Puft.
No, because they don't have a Slimer in this one. So Slimer.
How is Slimer not in
okay.
this movie? Slimer is in the other two movies and like all the video games.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put a Slimer. It's funny because they sell a Slimer plush as if it's in the movie, but there was no Slimer in the movie. There's just no Slimer. It's like three. It's like only a few ghosts. There's not a lot of ghosts in it, and it has like really surprising cameos from actors that are like, "Why are you here for only 10 seconds?" Like that's amazing that they got you for 10 seconds. And like, and you're a big actor. That's really crazy. So, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's good. It's hinting at more Ghostbusters after this. They've already kind of set up, you know, sequels and stuff. So be prepared. Not with this cast either, which is interesting. So they're just learning. They're just moving on. But it's a great kind of reintroduction for kids who haven't seen Ghostbusters, like the original ones. If you haven't seen the original ones, you've got a kid cast. They're fun. The ghosts aren't scary, right? It's scary enough, but it's not like, ugh, right? The ghosts have personality. The ghosts have like, you know, unique characteristics. So it's fun. It's a fun family movie that is worth taking people to. So you should totally go and check it out if you haven't watched it yet.
And apparently, it was worth the $70 you paid to see this movie. With the bucket of popcorn, the commemorative bucket.
Did it even come with like a microwave popcorn or anything with it? Like, did they at least like courtesy throw that? Oh, you haven't got it yet. Okay.
Let me just say this. I only got it because they say they ran out. If they didn't say they ran out, I wouldn't have gotten it because I don't.
You are a sucker.
But here's the thing: I've always wanted an Ecto one, so like I get one, and it makes sounds and it lights up and it does all those fun little things. So.
You should take that bucket of popcorn to every movie you go to.
I mean, I probably could. And probably do nice free refills
and play with all the buttons and the sounds that
yeah,
don't make any sense to the movie you're going to see.
What's funny is this is the first time. So they have a new website called AMC Merchandise. And this is the only thing they're selling. Well, not the Ghostbuster stuff is the only thing they're selling there. So it's like, hey, we have this new thing. Let's go sell stuff in it. It's all Ghostbuster stuff. It's all exclusive Ghostbustery things. Yep, yay, out of stock. Suckers. Out of stock.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
That's okay, so it's funny that you just knocked something over. I don't know if you guys have kept up on G4 coming back.
I don't care.
All right, well, I do. So last week they did their first episode of Attack of the Show, and one of the new hosts had just slammed an energy drink of some kind and was trying to run on camera, and had put the empty can down at his feet. And while right in the middle of a sketch that they were doing, he kicked the can. You can hear the can roll all the way across the sound stage. And he made a face, and it was funny. Live TV is awesome.
Live TV is great. Just like live podcasting.
Yeah, just like live podcasting.
Mess, so that's why. And I dropped my phone, and it is what it is.
So
2 beers, guys. 2 beers.
Yeah. So since we're talking about movies, you guys saw the new Spider-Man trailer? Yes? No?
I did.
Which one did you see, Francis? Did you see the international trailer?
I saw all iterations of it because they even had like a TV spots that they've been showing. So any trailer that's been out, I've seen.
Okay. There's the shot there. There's a shot in the trailer where you see Spider-Man swinging or jumping towards Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard.
Yeah.
In the Brazilian trailer or the international trailer?
One of them is fully shaved.
Yes.
Never mind. Never mind.
But the Lizard,
like
his head, the Lizard's head. I didn't even hear what you said.
Because it's a Brazilian. So
It'd be fully waxed, not
waxed. I'm
shaved.
sorry.
Yeah.
Waxed. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I got it wrong.
But
Anyway, Josh.
so you see the lizard, his head gets kicked or punched to one side.
Yeah.
So yes, there's definitely more than one Spider-Man in this trailer, or they're gonna totally throw it for a curve and it's Blade and fucking Daredevil, Double Dare.
Well,
the new Marvel hero, Double Dare. It's just Mark Summers. He's afraid to. He just shows up and he's afraid to touch anything.
People.
No, he just needs to be afraid to touch anything because he's one of those guys.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yeah,
he's like
Howie.
Oh God, Howie Mandel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But okay, yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it just makes me more excited. It's like the worst kept secret in Marvel movie history is that there's going to be all three Spider-Men in this movie. But it's still exciting to know that it's still coming, I guess. Yet they're still hiding that they're still hiding things. You know, that there's rumor on the internet that the hand that reaches out to the falling MJ is not Tom Holland's hand, even though it's painted like that it's actually going to be the kid Pryor.
Andrew Garfield.
Because he lost his MJ.
Killing.
Yeah, for him killing his MJ, he can save this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, just exciting stuff coming for next month, I guess.
Yeah, tickets go on sale on Cyber Spider Monday.
I mean, okay. I just when did fucking buying movie tickets become an event?
Don't worry about it.
There's been a few times where it's been an event. Yeah.
I just look and say, okay, hey, I want to go to this movie, and I go.
Well, these are one of those. The thing is with this movie, because it's almost 3 hours long, it's one of those movies that's going to sell out really easily because it's 3 hours long.
Jesus.
You know. So like,
can only play it so many times. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You can only without.
Go ahead.
Just without bumping other movies. Yeah, you have to watch it. Yeah.
It's taking a vape pen to the fucing movie theater type of movie.
Well, okay.
For sure.
So December 17th is Spider-Man. December 17th is Spider-Man. The week after is the freaking the Kingsman and Matrix Resurrected or whatever. Right. So they have like 3 gigantic films just in a span of 2 weeks. I don't know. It's just a lot of cinema. But I'm excited for it because it gives me something to do.
You and your A-list, you know.
I know I can watch this. Yeah, I already have my movies set up for the next 3. Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm actually looking at it now. I'm trying to look now at what movies I have set up already. Yeah, I have my I have and then I have West Side Story.
Ask me the last movie I saw in the theater.
What is the last movie you saw in the theater?
Saw in theaters.
Rad.
Oh, you went to the re-showing of it?
No, the original.
Oh.
What?
It's from the 80s. That's why. Yeah. It was I believe released in 1985, which was the year I was born. So that's the joke. Yes, no, it was funny because it's an old movie.
And it has a really fucking BMX prom dance. It's amazing.
Nobody knows what you guys are talking about.
Savanna and I know what we're talking about. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
This is an
We're the biggest trick in the entire movie, Francis, was a single backflip.
Yeah.
No tail whips.
Nope.
No fork spinning. No.
Except during bike prom.
Oh yeah. Well, that's different. Bike prom was different, but during the competition, there was no tail whipping. There was no nothing. No flares. They did jump into a big bowl of cereal as an obstacle. We need to do a rad watch along.
Yeah, we do. Also thrashing. Can we do that?
We could do thrashing or gleaming the cube.
Oh boy.
If we're gonna,
Okay.
I mean, because there's only 3 skateboard movies, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys remember? Hey, Francis. I don't know if you know this, but I used to be on a different podcast. I don't know if you know this. The intro
Was it
of
really?
it. Yeah. The intro of it, we just had when Jen was creating the intro, she's like, all right, give me some of your favorite nerdy quotes and stuff. And of course she's got weird science and stuff. I'm like, thrashers.
Well, if I had to pick I
Like an
would put-
aggressive style of skating. So what do you thrash? What do you got?
was that the line that you was that
That was in her intro. I could play it right now for you guys if you want. I
You
still have
should
all those audio files.
You should
can just
actually
release them.
You should send me it.
so that you play it and we can't hear it?
No, because I will work on something.
Oh man, the new intro to POI is the intro to Just Be Geek to me. It's like, oh yeah, it even says it at the end.
Exactly.
Oh man. Good.
Well, we hit all of my bullet points. I have nothing else to talk about.
I've been yawning this whole time too because I'm the worst.
I'm eating the yawning because I've been up for a long time.
Yeah, but you have a reason. I'm just I had 2 beers.
I mean, you should have a reason because you should be packing to come and see me.
Yeah. Well, you also said you'd pick me up from the airport, and then you changed your mind.
I'm sorry, I'm responsible and have to be an adult.
Guys, he's the worst.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible person.
Why did you take the day off, or at least ask for that time off?
If I took the day off, I would lose my holiday pay.
Oh.
I think, yeah.
So, I kind of need that.
All right.
I have it. I have an intro somewhere, guys. I promise.
I mean, you don't have to get it now.
No,
Oh
not
no,
now,
I'm gonna
no.
find it. It's fine.
All right.
All right. Well, while you're finding that, I will play my intro outro music, and we can start getting the hell out of here. So you can pack, and Francis can do whatever Francis does, and
My
I can go
flight's
to
not
bed.
till 3 tomorrow, and I have TSA pre-checked now.
All three of us.
You got it? Oh.
Yep.
All 3 of us have joined the gang, apparently.
Yeah, and we're not. We're. Jeez.
And we're
We all
fucking
spend
flying.
$85 and have clean backgrounds.
Yeah, and I plan on flying nowhere. I have to book $621 worth of flights before September of next year. Otherwise, I just apparently lose $621.
Well,
Southwest, I'm putting you on blast.
Frontier flies direct to Fargo. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, that's great, but if they would let
But
me use
Southwest doesn't.
Southwest bucks
That's
on
how many
Frontier,
stops-
I would.
How many stops is that? How many
What's that?
stops is it to get this far from Colorado?
Southwest to 1,000 probably.
Probably 3 or 4. It would take an entire day, and I would be very cranky and ultra sober by the time that I would have to find a Uber to Savanna's house because, she wouldn't pick me up either. So
They have to fly you to New York first before they fly.
yeah, that's how I'm gonna see other
For
cities.
whatever reason, you go to Hawaii first, and then
Yeah.
way out of.
Where can people find you on the internet, Savannah?
Well, she's not going to stop until she finds the intro.
Yeah, so you can find her on the Twitters at Master of Raptors.
Just Twitter.
Just
Yeah.
Twitter. That's all you can find her on. Francis, where can the fine people find you?
Well, you can find my picture getting smaller and larger at Sincere Sarcasm, I guess. SincereSarcasm.net. I have to do an episode tonight, actually.
No, you
For
probably should.
Thanksgiving. Should do a Thanksgiving episode.
special.
Yeah, I'm not doing a live stream this year because I don't care.
We did one last year, didn't
I
we?
have my outro, but I don't have my intro.
We
guys.
did. Well, we did a Valentine's Day one this year. You
Oh,
guys
that's right.
helped me
That
with
was
one.
this year. I thought we did one last year too, for Thanksgiving.
I think you by yourself helped me with like a Christmas one or something.
Maybe
or
so.
New Year
Maybe
one,
so.
yeah.
Well, you can find me at
It
30.
was just you. Savannah wasn't there.
Nope, she was busy looking at her computer screen.
What?
She's busy looking for an intro for her intro.
I found it. I was just seeing if it would play. What did you say? Was there a joke about me? Sorry. I
No.
missed it.
No, you're
You're
fine.
good.
You can find me at 303_ninja on the Twitters, 303 ninja on the Instagram, POIpodcast.com, POI Podcast on the Facebooks as well, because I just changed that recently. Savanna, you are now a moderator on the Facebook
I saw
page.
that.
You can email us at thepoipodcast@gmail.com. Call us. Call into this the what is this? What is this thing called? A show? A show? You can text and leave a message if you like. 314-764-7631. I believe that's everything. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. I will see Savannah in a couple days, probably, hopefully. Francis, I will see you next week
Online.
Online.
On the internet.
Unless, I can find some cheap flight and come see both of you guys on some random weekend with my $621. It's, sitting.
Roommate hijinks.
Roommate
We should
hijinks.
we should go centralized. We should go to like Vegas or something.
Branson, Missouri.
We should go to Branson. We should go to Branson.
Branson. Well, I think that's everything. Like I said, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Stuff yourselves, do all that sort of thing. Don't do any shopping. Come on. And we'll see you
Online.
next Tuesday for Cyber Tuesday or something. I don't know. We're outta here.
See you
Bye.
next Tuesday.